Pickaxe.
All right, remember, the machine knows if you're lying. First statement, Carvana will give you a real offer on your car all online.
False.
True, actually. You can sell your car in minutes.
False? That's gotta be...
True again. Carvana will pick up your car from your door, or you can drop it off at one of their car vending machines.
Sounds too good to be true, so... True!
Finally caught on. Nice job. Honesty isn't just their policy, it's their entire model. Sell your car today, too.
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of No Quest for the Wicked. Gentlemen, I have two questions for you. First, are you ready to rock?
Hey, I'm so glad you asked. I am, in fact, ready to rock, and I appreciate you reaching out on a day like today just to really double check. How about you, Ryan?
You know what? It's really kind of you to offer that to me as well. I believe I truly am ready to rock today.
I'm so glad to hear that, Ryan. Back to you, Dan.
More importantly, are you ready, just on a personal level, ready to roll?
I'll let you take this one, Ryan.
Yeah, no worries. Sometimes life can be rough, and you just got to go with it. And today, I'm ready to roll with the punches. I'm ready to have fun with my friends, and we'll see what happens. Now, please, if you want to add to that point.
Yeah, so I agree with everything that you said, and I really think it's brave of you to bring it up. And I also would like to point out that today I do feel like rolling as well, actually, quite on a personal level. I empathize with that quite strongly. Back to you, Dan.
God, this is horrible energy.
Isn't that how?
So glad
Isn't that how normal podcasts sound?
Let's do a quick recap before we jump into the excitement and adventure of this week's episode. You are investigating a series of crimes, I guess, at this point, for a couple different people around the settlement. Ultimately, you are trying to gain favor of a new local rich individual named Lionel Sterling, who has built his house on the ley lines of the planet Durasancta. You need access to the ley lines in order to attune to the energies and the frequencies in order to locate a artifact of something known as the jeweled orrery, which is a celestial blueprint on how to make planets and how to make the galaxies and solar systems and universes that the gods before gods used to create the universe. You know that the jeweled orrery is part of, or one of the parts of it, you saw at the end of Durasancta. So if you can locate that orb that you saw, you will be able to hopefully avert the apocalypse. And once you have attuned to the ley lines, you will be able to locate this artifact. Hopefully. Unfortunately, Lionel Sterling has built his manor on top of the main ley line, and you need to get his favor in order to get into his house, in order to access the ley lines. He has hired you to look into what he thinks is framing of his friend, Dinestra Sol, the head of operations of Durasancta, the de facto leader of the settlement, who has been accused of stealing several credits or thousands of credits of settlement funds. Several credits. Several 4 days of minimum wage. And when you finally got access to her and asked her about it, she admitted that she did in fact do it, but wasn't acting of her sound mind. She seems to think that she was under some sort of mind control, spell, or effect that forced her to do it. She doesn't deny doing it, she just denies being a willful participant in it. Finally, you were able to get into City Hall. You made friends with a janitor temporarily to get access to Dinestra's office, in which you found a small speaker that looked similarly to the bombs that you thought were purchased earlier in the week. And when you turned on the speaker, you heard the voice of Lionel Sterling's daughter, Cleo, who has also hired you in order to look into her brother's nightclub, which she is convinced will kill everyone.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Yeah, I hit the pause button.
It explodes, killing all of us. Next campaign!
Yeah, you're able to... Actually, give me an athletics check. Hart is very excited to get his speaker back, and you're going to do an opposed athletics check from him as he tries to keep it away from you.
Can I aid?
If you are attempting to grab it as well, yes.
I guess I don't actually even have athletics. So let's see if I get in the way. Isn't that one?
You're trying so hard to be Hart's friend that you're like,
my signals get mixed. So instead of grabbing it for you, I grab it for Hart.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, great. Even with Flit's interference, you're able to wrestle the speaker from him. You're able to pause it if you want. You see that there's it's this black sphere about the size of slightly smaller than a basketball. You can hold it in one hand pretty comfortably. It's got a red ring around it with a little red light in the center. It kind of looks like a black and red Pokeball. If that helps.
Oh, yeah.
And then on the side to the right of the little circle are little control buttons, like a volume, stop, pause, that kind of stuff.
I hit pause.
When you hit pause, nothing happens. The music keeps playing.
Can I do a mysticism check on this thing? Because I'm still operating under the thought that it was somehow a mind control device, and I'm very worried we're about to get mind controlled.
Yes, you can.
At the same time, I'm going to roll a culture to see if I recognize the song.
25.
With also a 25.
Damn. Okay, great. I will do the culture check first. You do not recognize this song. You've never heard it before in your life, and it's not particularly good. It's good in the sense that the music sounds good, but there's something weird about it. There's something off about specifically the lyrics. The lyrics kind of once you stop and listen and be oh, that's Cleo's voice. It sounds almost auto-tuned, but also kind of, if you've ever heard AI generated lyrics in a song, it's kind of got that weird garble to the sort of edges and ends of words.
Okay.
For you, Flit, you notice specifically, there's something weird about this music. However, there's nothing weird about it to you. It doesn't seem to be resonating any sort of magical effect to you.
I get the idea it may have to a certain person, say Dinestra.
There seems to be a magical component to the music, and it seems to be underlayered under the music. There seems to be
weird
two effects happening, and you can sort of isolate it. If you were looking at a sound wave, you can almost see sort of music at the top, and then something else on a separate track or a separate channel underneath it that has a distinct magical feel to it. But just with a raw mysticism, you're not able to sort of discern specifics, but you can tell that there is an underlying magical effect with this speaker.
And there's 100% something magical underlying this music.
This is a weapon. I sort of look at Hart. It's evidence.
And it's progress, and it's us. We're detecting. We're detecting.
He's got his arms crossed, and he says, "Great, can I have my speaker back?"
No, it's evidence that we've detected. Yeah. Hart, pay attention.
Well, not you. So what it actually does, Hart, is that it connects you directly to Dinestra Sol and the theft.
That's true. The thing we wanted to prove didn't happen, in fact, is the opposite. And now you are, I guess, a person of interest.
You see his mood of sort of upset toddler kind of huff that he's been in since you guys kind of busted him in his little cave, his heart cavity, I believe I called it.
Yes, yeah, you did. Yeah.
He sort of sobers up and seems a little bit more adult about it. And he's whoa, what do you mean? What do you mean person
Hart,
of interest?
This speaker is what caused the incident.
My speaker? I mean, it was a gift, man. It's not my speaker.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask this, Hart, just to get it out of the way. Did you control Dinestra Sol, or did anyone ask you to control Dinestra Sol, or to put this in her desk?
He looks at you and says, "I don't even know if I've spoken to Dinestra Sol. I don't even think she knows my name, dude." And she kind of goes out of her way to learn people's name.
Yeah, she's no idea who you are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no. Also, I was bummed when I lost it. Why would I put it in my boss's desk?
I know. I had to ask.
Look, Hart, we believe you. I'm just saying, it doesn't stop at us unless we solve all of this. And right now, we've just raised a little red flag on your head, which we will do our best to keep the spotlight away from you, because as I said, we do believe him, Vlyn, right? I believe him.
I believe him. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Honestly,
So
I do.
We'll do our utmost, but unfortunately, part of that will require us absconding with this speaker, which, if it is safe to return, we shall do once the crime has been solved.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh God. I threw my dice somewhere.
That means he hates it.
That's pretty damn good. I'm assuming this boy can smell me.
He can definitely smell you. Yes, you're in a small office.
Yeah.
27, baby.
He looks. He says, "But like, if I cooperate, that looks good. You know,
Yeah.
like
And
if
we
I
won't
help
mention
you guys."
your name. Yeah, we won't mention your name if we can avoid it.
Hart, you have cooperated, and also, there was something earlier, but I totally forgot what it was. Wink?
He taps his nose and he says, "Okay, yeah.
Because it feels irrelevant to what's happening, right? Whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. So I think, Vlyn, you don't remember either, do you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just a dumb dad doing dumb
All I
dad stuff.
remember is you helping us.
That's all you did was help.
Yeah. So that does look good.
He says, "Okay, well, let me just help again." He reaches over and he presses. He like holds the like little circle in the front, the sort of like dot, and he turns the speaker off.
Oh, see? Cooperation.
Cooperation. Highest degree of cooperation. Gold star cooperation, if you would.
Now, Hart, I just would like you to be careful. Because this is a crime of some influence, power, severity. So if you are even tangentially linked like this, I just want you to watch your back. Make sure that no one is, just stay safe until this is all solved.
I give you do we have a card? Did we get a
We
card?
apparently
don't
do.
have-
I don't remember when we printed them, but we kept saying we gave people cards. So I assume, what's on the card, Vlyn? Describe it to me.
I have just written it in just pen. It just says.
I feel like
about-
Portnoy might have like printed some out for you.
Okay.
Okay, Flit definitely made them, and it's like a big beefy like bicep on one side, and then just a picture of me looking real good on the other side, like half and half.
And then just a phone number and like bad font. So you picked like
What's wrong
whimsy
with
font.
Comic Sans?
I don't. It's a
do you
little
mean
hard
bad
to
font?
read. Sevens could look like ones. Sevens look like ones.
I think you've offended Niall personally about your Comic Sans slander.
is if you talk to any designer, it's the perfect font.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why people use it for every child's birthday ever, and also terrible businesses.
Yes, and also sales at bad local businesses.
Yeah, exactly. The worst shop you've ever seen. Would they use it if it wasn't the best font?
You're so right. That's on me. That's on me, Flit. That's on me. So I hand the card over, and yeah, if you notice anything strange, or you think of anything weird, anything about the delivery, if you go home and find the box it came in, anything like that, just let us know, okay?
Or a man with a gun.
There's not
Call
going to be a
us.
man with. There's not going to be a man with a gun. Don't scare him.
I mean, like, also, the guards and Estrella all have guns. Like,
No,
I assume-
not whenever you see a person with a gun. Just if someone is in your home with a gun, pointing it at you and saying, "Now we'll end this loose end," or something of that sort. Then you call
This
us.
is
and we'll,
not. Yeah, no, you should maybe. Yeah, no, none of that's going to happen.
But if it
None of
does,
that-
Vlyn,
Yeah, sure. I think he'll have an idea that he needs to call somebody if there's someone in his house pointing a gun at him.
would you previously have thought to call us?
I mean, I would probably call maybe Estrella or
No,
the
we're way
guards.
better. We fought off the bat.
No,
what
you,
does
you
Estrella
do both. You do both. You do both.
But it could be Estrella.
Well, then that's a whole different thing. We're going too far down the rabbit hole on this one. Really appreciate you, Hart. And I know this seems scary right now because Flit
Why?
went off. We appreciate you. You will be fine. You'll be safe. And you're going to help us get the bad guy. You're going to be a hero.
None of our witnesses have died yet. I fist bump him.
He fist bumps back and he just says, "Hell yeah, man, I'll be a hero.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
dude. Fuck yeah."
Yeah.
Do you hear that? It's the beating of a courageous heart.
What, you're gonna beat me?
No, like when your
Heart's beat.
Right, but like if it's a beating of a courageous heart and I'm the courageous heart, that would mean that I'm being beaten.
No, I think that metaphor just went a little bit.
Like how the heart cavity isn't somebody putting a hole in you, but it is a cool room. You see what I'm saying?
But the heart cavity be where I would go, which is what I do, because I'm heart. That metaphor makes sense. What I'm saying is your metaphor just sounds like you're gonna hurt me.
Well, maybe Vlyn will if you...
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to
that
do
ship
that.
has sailed. We decided not to do that.
Yeah, we're pals. Anyway, we're going to go before we get too far down this metaphor pit.
Yeah, man, it's pretty late. and I gotta get back to doing my job.
True. Yes, well, good luck. Remember, call us. I walk off.
I'm going to leave as well. Good evening. Have a good night. Sweet dreams.
Vlyn.
Yes, Flit.
Okay, you look at me. Look me in the eye.
I'm looking you straight in the eye.
Next steps.
Yes.
I have next steps. I want to hear your next steps because I want to see if they align.
Well, we're into the tricky part of this investigation where we need to talk to people about things that might piss them off.
Well,
so we have to be, and we're really good at pissing people off by accident.
people love me. What are you talking about?
Oh, sweet Flitwick. Sweet,
I am sweet. That's what they say. They say, oh, sweet Flitwick.
We need to talk to Cleo, but she terrifies me.
She does worry me, and I do feel like she is. Look, let's quick aside. What is with people hiring us to investigate seemingly them? Lionel, oh, number one suspect. Go look at this thing I may have done. Cleo, oh, look, I've brainwashed her. What is this?
So I think we should bring the track to our friend who does the science, who you want to bury underground.
Oh, Oswald. Oh, I thought you meant our friend with the brother hands.
No. What was her name again?
Des.
I almost said Dex.
I know. I almost said Dex too. That's why I was dancing around it. Des is good for like hard engineering and hard systems.
Sure. Vlyn, let me hit you with this.
Okay.
We go back to the prison. We play the song for Dinestra again, and then we just record what happens, and boom, evidence. We've solved it. Even if we haven't figured out who did it, maybe we give her a stay of clemency, and she doesn't get whisked away, because I'm sure the magic seems still active, and it seems targeted, and ergo, towards her. We bring in, we pull it in, we go boom, evidence, proof, zip, zap, zoop.
May I add on to that? Because I feel like as soon as we bring the song into public light, we lose it. So before we do that, I'd like to go to Oswald, because you said something interesting when you were talking about the song, is that you can't tell, it feels like it's underneath or something. You were talking about how the magic seems to be woven into the song. I want to see if that's because of Cleo or if that's because of someone doing something to the song post-production.
I will also remind you, because you rolled a high enough culture check last time, all of the jail cells have anti-mind control and telepathy and magic. You would have to essentially convince someone to let her
open up
out
the thing.
of prison in order to test your theory.
So I feel like we need to have an idea.
I forgot about the mind control stuff, Vlyn. But that means we can have it in the back pocket. My worry is we have this. It's important. Yeah. And someone's going to come want it.
This speaker is what intertwines a lot of our cases right now. So we need to be sure of what it means. I would love to know if we can figure out where the magic comes from. Because if it's just Cleo being featured on a song and then something happening to it afterwards, then we can treat Cleo almost like a victim or being set up to fail.
And on the upside, she'll be pissed off. And I feel like you don't want to piss her off.
Yeah. Or she is the reason why it happened. And because the mind control seems to be very specific, that means that she was very much aware of what was happening. So I want to be clear on that before we speak to Cleo, because she terrifies me. And if she can control people with their voice, we could be next.
And she does seem to be able to do that. So
yeah, to an extent. So I don't know if it's like her innate ability was taken and altered by somebody else.
Maybe.
With purpose. Also, we have to be aware that there could be a bunch of these speakers in people's homes right now about to send specific messages to people. Yeah, so we could be on. We should. We're so close to having to get Lacey involved, but I don't think we should. Till we have to. If we can have a small size reckoning on our hands, we do have to get someone involved eventually.
Okay, it's late. I don't know if Ozzy will appreciate us.
We should get some sleep.
Up to his home now. On the way back. And just very quickly, Dane, timeline-wise, we were going to get a message from Jackal that night, which I believe is now. So if we swing by that alley,
he said noon tomorrow.
So
would be would be his time, and then like if he has anything, it will be at the alley afternoon.
Cool. Right. So home, rest, all guns blazing in the morrow. Where do we put the speaker?
We're already locking important things in my house. Should we diversify our options?
I could put it in Portnoy.
I think we can trust Portnoy to protect this speaker.
Why'd you say it weird? Of course we can trust Portnoy.
I didn't say. Well,
you don't get points for saying, I think we could trust Portnoy. We could trust Portnoy.
This is not me talking bad about Portnoy. We could be dealing with someone who's really good at technology.
Yes, that's fair.
If they're able to alter anything, maybe we should just keep it in a backpack.
Put it under my sink. Nothing's been in there.
I can just sleep with it in my arms.
Okay, we'll all sleep over. I'll bring Portnoy. We'll keep watch, and then
There
four
we go.
guns. Well, 2 guns. One man with fists and 1 gun, and 1 robot with a shovel are better than none.
Yeah, I made some mac and cheese last night before going to sleep, so I can just heat that up so we can have mac and cheese before we.
Heat it up.
Yeah, I made it last night, so you can.
So it's
do you
bad.
Not do what?
It's not fresh.
Have you never had leftovers?
Left over from where?
What?
Why would you leave them over?
Because you can prep it in advance when you don't have time to make it yourself.
You live a strange life, Vlyn.
God, okay, yeah. Anyway, let's go to my place.
We do.
Is there anything specific you want to do, or should we just say you eat your mac and cheese and rest and
Yeah, pretty
Think-
much
yeah.
want to
Go to the next day?
Eat, like maybe cycle a watch.
Yeah, the rock we got from Lyrock is still in my place, right? We didn't do anything else with that yet.
the crate? Yeah, you
The
have
crate,
not done
yeah,
anything. It's just chilling on your table.
I'm gonna put it in the corner and put a blanket on.
Should we try to open this at least? Have you even looked at this, Vlyn?
I don't know. Have I tried to? I think
I don't think you've done
it.
a single check on it.
All I've done is get offended by this, but I'm going to look at it if that's okay. We already have a
please.
million jobs. Let's add one more. I'm going to
Yeah.
try. Do you want a perception or do you want mysticism?
Depends on what you're trying to do.
Well, I'll open it. But I assume it's magical.
Hmm.
Okay. Perception first.
I open it. I try to open it.
While he's doing that, I'm going to percept.
Give me an athletics check or a strength check.
Natural 20.
Great. You go and you sort of like brace it between sort of like your knees and
Thick
calves.
dad thighs.
Again, just to describe it, it's this slate-colored cube. It's got sort of rounded edges, and then at the sort of top quarter, there is a line that goes around, making it look like it would open up like a sort of a cartoon style, like Christmas present. And you're able to get your fingertips just into that ridge, and with all of your strength, you see sort of the electrical scars flare for a second to lend you an additional strength. It doesn't budge. There isn't even like a give to it. You don't feel like it feels like you're just pulling at a solid concrete object that doesn't have an opening or movable parts, despite its appearance.
So we're in an escape room. Have you ever done an escape room, Flit?
What? Escape room? Rooms
It's
have
when you
doors. You just
lock
leave.
yourself in a room of
Why would
puzzles, and you and your friends and family solve puzzles.
My family's too busy to spend time with me, Vlyn. And my friends wouldn't either. What are you talking about?
Wow. We had my family had the record at the escape room in our town, and every room.
Well, my family made millions upon millions of credits a day, and my friends were also too busy drinking and dining at fine establishments. But it sounds quaint.
It's fun. So there's a trick to this box.
Well, then the greatest mind under a sancta shall look at it. I get down and start peering at it for an 18 perception.
You don't notice anything particularly interesting other than the fact that despite you just seeing Vlyn's like display of strength, like that he probably could have ripped that table in half with his bare hands with the amount of force he just exerted. You could feel the energy coming off of him. You can see that there is an
A ridge. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that in that sort of ridge that goes around the top quarter, that there is a very, very slight separation. So you do know that this thing can open. You just know that human or mortal physical strength probably ain't gonna do it.
I take my pick out and I sort of dangle it around the box.
Tap it to it. Put it in the slot.
I tap it to the front like a key, pretending it's a key.
Yeah, like a fob kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nothing happens, but you do notice that there is the faintest hint of magnetism. It doesn't stick to it, but you can tell that when you get there, there's that sort of, and it's not the sticky kind, it's the repulsion kind.
Oh.
So it's like when you put opposite magnet polarizations to it, and they do those that weird whoop whoop whoop.
So there's probably a fancy fob out there if it does open this box.
I hope it's not the big one we need to find, because I feel like we're not going to find that anytime soon, and it's frustrating me now that we're looking at this box and I can't open it. Why would you do this for fun, Vlyn?
Well, we never lost the room, so I am very frustrated as well.
Okay, hold on. If there's no physical means, it must be a magical means. Let me look at it in a different light. I'm going to try mysticism. Okay, slightly better. Can it smell me?
It can't smell you. Or can
That's
it?
a 19.
Okay, cool. You now sort of the some of the attributes of it. You know that it can open. You know that physical strength's not going to work, and you know that there is something it has a quality to it that is rejecting Vlyn's pick. So you can tell that there are things in play here. You don't get the sense that there is something magical about this. You get more of the vibe that there is a distinct lack of magic to it, and that despite its appearance, it's highly technological.
So we actually do need a key.
Or computing or engineering. The things we don't have, Vlyn.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
that's enough pondering for one night.
I hate this. I'd push it over.
I put it in the corner. I put a handmade quilt on top of it.
I push it over again.
It's a square. You're not really pushing it over.
I'm literally pushing it over. The side has changed.
Yeah, but like you're not doing... Yeah, but it's not that dramatic.
It cracks open.
I'm going to bed. Good night.
Okay, I'm going to read the newspaper and have a cup of tea before then. But I'll see you in the morning.
I don't know if you used any of your resources, but please restore your resources. Roll your... what are they? Paradigms? Paradoxes.
We love to see it, boys. One of them's a nat 20.
Nice.
The
sun rises on Dura Sancta. The day changes. You can hear the birds outside your window. Flit, can you give me a luck roll, please? We're just going to see if your furniture got there.
Is a 10 good?
No.
God damn it.
You need an 11?
Literally, how many times can I fail a fucking luck roll?
You hear beep, beep, beep.
Vlyn, it's here. I bust out the door, like it disheveled, like half dressed.
You see that it is a shipping company, and a guy walks around. He's got a clipboard. He throws open the back of the truck and he says, "All right, boys, move it out."
I'm Flit, it's me. I run up.
The two guys lift up a couch and they begin walking towards you. And then as soon as they get right in front of your house, they sort of 90-degree turn and go to the neighbors next to you.
They moved in after me. I'm yelling at them.
I just go over and pat you on the shoulder. I'm like, not today, bud.
You see your neighbors pull out a cred stick and hand it to each one of the delivery drivers. You know, guys, thank you very much for your prompt service. It's crazy how fast. I was told that I was going to wait 2 to 6 weeks, and you guys got here the next day. Incredible. Thank you very much. Excellent job, guys. And he gives them all like a firm handshake, and they're all sort of like laughing and having a good time. The wife comes out and she's got like a pitcher of lemonade. It's all them. They're having a great time.
Lemonade this early? Who prepped it?
Hey, at least we have some nice neighbors.
Are they nice? They're rubbing it in my face.
Well, they don't know that
this is a performance.
Give me a perception check, Flit.
Not everyone's out to get you, Flit.
It's a 16.
You see the guy as he's sipping his lemonade over the ridge of the frosty glass. His eyes narrow at you.
Look at
and
that.
And a cruel smirk creeps across his lip as he wipes his mouth.
This bastard's mocking me over his lemonade.
I don't think he's mocking you. Not everyone's out to get you, Flit.
Explain this then. It's just them having a lovely time on their porch. Explain it, Vlyn.
They're just having a glass of lemonade in their front yard with these delivery drivers.
Well, okay, there's something we got to think as maybe an option. Maybe the stuff you sent, your dad intercepted to teach you a lesson.
Huh. So he's made it even more authentic.
Yeah,
because I did bring some good high quality stuff, not like the shit you have, not like the plywood mess of a furniture that you have.
It's all handmade furniture.
It's handmade?
Yes,
but Vlyn, there's a reason we started using machines.
But the character, I cut down the trees myself.
It was made by you.
No, I'm not that good. I just brought them to the local craftsman.
Either are they. I thought you found it in a dumpster.
You see your neighbors are heading inside, and he says, "Hey, Vlyn again, nice to see you."
And
then they go inside.
And am I standing behind a bush that I didn't know about? That's invisible to all but me, or the other way around? Let's go, Vlyn.
Okay.
They'll be our next case. Let me tell you.
Have a good day.
Don't.
They wave as they go inside.
Maybe I'll see you guys at pickleball later.
Okay, what is this?
What is this?
Flit, give me another perception check.
It's a nat 1. I'm so upset. Yeah. I'm just staring at Vlyn's face. What is this?
What you don't see is him standing in his window, scowling, holding his refreshing lemonade as his wife fills it up back up to the brim, and he takes a drink and watches you leave.
I notice it, and I don't want this to be a big deal, so I'm just like, I don't say anything about it. I'm like, yep, definitely not out to get you, bud.
This is all I care about now.
I put the speaker in a backpack. Okay, it's early. I make a quick breakfast, piece of toast, some beans, slice of bologna.
I assume it's not noon, right?
No, I mean, if you have something you want to do or like beforehand, by all means.
Yeah, we should
otherwise,
go to Oswald's
we can
first.
Okay, you want to hit Ozzy's first?
Yeah, I think Aussies, yes, but are we putting the bat on the back burner, or should I say the bat burner?
Yeah, the bat. We don't have any active pursuable leads with the bat that we can do inside the settlement.
We definitely do. There's that whole group that are investigating the bat and have been doing so.
Yeah, but we have other stuff to deal with first.
That is the question I was asking. MNB are on the list. Let's just make that clear. I just was wondering whether you wanted to leave the bat for now. But you're right. We have heat, and I need to see someone I hate less than my neighbors, which somehow is Ozzy. He did apologize, so I'll give him that. He did
apologize, yeah. After we sort of forced him to.
My hatred has been toned down to a mild dislike. Maybe even a mild like.
Ooh.
I feel like this could really set the tone of our future relationship. Boom, 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 boom. Cut to us banging on his door.
It's like 8 a.m. We're like, Oswald!
He opens the door in his like old-timey Victorian dressing gown. He's got like one of those sleeping caps on. He's rubbing his eyes in the bright light. And he says, "What are you doing here so early?"
We need crime doesn't wait. Or sleep.
Wait. Yes, say it again.
Crime doesn't sleep.
I like waggle his cape so it's really dramatic.
Can you guys give me perception checks, please? Or I'll take sense motive as well.
That is a 10 on the dice, so that's our first fate roll in a hot minute.
I really thought I would also do one. I got a 25.
I got a 20.
Mine was sense motive.
Both of you note that he reeks like alcohol, and he is very obviously hungover.
Partying, Ozzy!
I see your little tarpaulin date went well last night.
Yes, I mean, catching up with a friend got a little out of control, and when your drinking partner doesn't seem to have a corporeal body and therefore a liver in which to process alcohol, he can really throw 'em back. And when you try to go drink to drink with a ghost or specter, well, it leads to a rough morning.
Well, I'm sorry to intrude, given your state. However, this is a little bit of an emergency, so if you don't mind, we could do with your help.
Yes, come in. And you see him hobble up to the stairs and up towards his lab. Before we do that, we're going to do a fate roll. I believe you guys are both still at D6s, so roll me a D6, please.
Yep, can do. Let's see if I've ruined everything.
We're just starting to get a handle on things, Ryan. Please.
That's a 6.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you are now exploding up. Your event dice is now a D8.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Do I roll the D8 now?
Nope. You're on the 6 chart now. Roll me a D20, please.
I'm so scared.
A 15.
15.
Vlyn disappears. He gets blipped.
I love analyzing the micro reactions on Dane's face when he pulls this up and me being like, how fucked are we?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think
this is one he likes. This seems like one that Dan thinks is fun.
Yeah, which is bad for us. It's good for the audience. Bad for us. Oh, he typing. Oh, no. Oh, God, he typing.
Okay, great. Something in the universe happens.
Lynn, do you feel that?
No idea what you're talking about.
My skin, it feels like someone swept a cold rag over me.
I like that I rolled Flit's neighbors become like a murder cult, and we got to do with that.
I think that already happened.
Yeah, you guys join Ozzy up into his laboratory. He makes his way over to a small sort of like kitchenette that he has set up in this area and pours himself a glass of water, reaches into a drawer and drops a little like fizzy tablet and begins just chugging it as fast as he can. And he sort of like gestures for you to tell him what you're here for while he's plugging his nose and downing this beverage.
We need you to look at something for us. We have an audio file. We're trying to. It has a magicness to it.
it seems to be interwoven with some kind of magic, and we would just like to figure out a little bit more about it. It is magic, technology, seems right up your alley.
He looks and he says, okay, well, let me see it.
I turn the speaker on.
But before you do that,
Oh.
I will say, I don't know if you need to prepare, but I will let you know we have high suspicions that it is some kind of mind control magic.
Interesting. Okay.
But it seems to only work on a specific person.
Yes, it seems targeted. It didn't work on the two of us, but I don't know.
Well,
where that
just in
leaves you.
case, he walks over to it looks like a wide version of like a high school locker. It's this tall, wide metal container. And he types in something on a keypad, and you hear and it sounds like there's something like moving. And then you hear a ding, and a little like green light pops up on that keypad, and he opens it up, and there's a sort of like cloud of steam that comes out, and he reaches in and he puts on a helmet. And he
Nice.
closes the door, and he says, all right, this should block any interference in terms of mental or psychic interference. And you can see him, he's like kind of like fucking with dials on the side of this helmet. And he says, all right, let me see.
All right, I turn it on, mimicking what we saw Hart do last night.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a complicated thing. The power button's just the middle of the speaker.
Flit, how do I turn it on?
They just hold the button.
What?
Not that button. The one in the
What?
middle.
That's a button?
Of course it's a button. Press, no.
Is this the problem?
I hit the button. I'm just messing with it.
Your age is showing.
I'm not ancient.
A young person would not have to say that.
You hear the exact same song playing again. It's almost exactly where you left it, just going. Quite I believe the children say a bop. And you see him sort of like shuffling awkwardly to it, just like dancing.
What is this, 2025?
I join him in the shuffle.
No, stop this, both of you.
You would also hear it just like
No.
bouncing.
You look infirm. Please, cease. This isn't how you move.
I'm sorry, but the vibes are pretty good.
The vibes?
The
A
vibes
bop?
are immaculate.
My good God.
Oh, I have so much fun with this now.
He walks over and plugs the speaker into a computer and begins just sort of like setting up little microphones and all these like cobbled together various audio instruments. And you see on the main monitor, you are right, Flitwick. It starts recording, and it's the song as a waveform, as if you would like put it into an audio editing platform. And then he begins typing a little bit, and another channel sort of like cascades down, and taking with it another sort of line underneath it. And he says, yes, okay, it does seem like there are two signals being fed to this speaker. It's interesting because normally these types of speakers, if I'm not mistaken in its consumer value, they catch a wireless signal, usually localized within a very short radius, and amplify the music, usually from a comm device or some sort of music playing service, and then play it. But this seems to be receiving two separate signals. One is the song that we are currently vibing to, and he starts gyrating again.
No, get back on track. Vlyn, you stop.
There's also another broadcast that seems to be hidden within it. Let me see if I can isolate it. And he begins, tapping away.
And sorry, by broadcast, you mean it's being beamed from somewhere, or it's just baked into the song?
It would seem like the song and the separate broadcast are being beamed to the device. The device seems to be picking up a signal the same way that it would, say, from your comm. But it does seem unique because the radius of these are minimal at best. Usually, like if I were to be downstairs, it would not even reach this. So unless the signal is coming from one of you or my lab, it would seem improbable that it would be receiving from such a distance. But alas, I can guarantee that this signal isn't coming from my lab, and I assume it's not coming from you.
Vlyn does sometimes leave his phone on. Vlyn?
What, am I supposed to turn it off?
Okay, no. You'll just you'll leave the music and walk out the house. People don't need to hear your bad music.
Hey.
Okay, you have some good music. You have some good
Thank
music, but it's
you.
bad etiquette. Let's be fair.
Okay, you got me.
You see Oswald has like done some separation, and he begins sort of like turning down the music channel. And underneath, you hear Cleo's voice saying,
Dinestra Sol steal money from the treasury. Why don't you use your own account?
Oh, okay.
Wait.
So-
the way she says it, Vlyn, it seems like it's
Yeah.
been cobbled together, right?
I've got a feeling that they're using Cleo probably has magic voice, and that they're using her voice as a way to control people, and it sets her up as a fall guy if they need someone to take it.
Okay. I take a recording of like everything that's happening here.
yeah, sure. Yeah, you pull out
Just
your
like
comm and do like a
evidence so
video.
that-
Yeah, for sure. Ozzy is also like, I can also save these as individual audio files.
Perfect.
It might take some time, but I will try to strip any sort of magical influence just in case there are residual effects of it. Now, here's the thing. The way that magic works isn't something that could be typically recorded. Sure, technomancy does have ways to meld and stitch magic and technology together, but something like this, such a powerful demonstration of mind control and domination, to be able to put it into something as simple as even just, as you said, a very obviously cobbled together sentence without intention is impressive and a difficult task to achieve.
That's scary.
Do we think that is indicating that Cleo isn't... What species or alien is Cleo?
Cleo and Julian are both elven. They
Okay.
are brother and sister, and they are obviously adopted by Lionel and Armand.
I want to roll a culture check on different types of aliens or figures in myth or history that have similar power.
Okay, this will be... I think I need a combo of both life science, I will take a culture, and I need a mysticism. I kind of need like a whole package here. And I think you guys can roll twice, as Ozzy will be... He's also going to be contributing to the research. He'll be looking up based on sort of like your parameters. So he won't roll because I don't like leaving important information and discoveries up to NPCs, but his assistants will give you guys essentially advantage on your rolls here.
Do you want
Okay.
us to divvy these up?
Yeah, I don't think we should roll the same one twice each. I think we take one each,
Okay.
and then
I will let you
flip heads
choose
with it.
one. Since there are three, I will let you
Okay.
choose one that you guys can both roll.
Okay. Life
Okay.
science? Do we need to be trained
Life
in life
science.
science, though?
I have a point in life science.
Okay.
Ozzy's expertise will allow you to roll these. That'll be like his contribution. So.
Cool.
Okay.
So my culture is 12.
My culture's 10.
Okay. But my mysticism 7.
My mysticism is 7 as well. So you can
Okay.
take culture.
I'll do culture?
I'll take... Well, okay. Dane, does this count? Would you call this culture roll anything to do with innovations and traditions?
No.
Okay.
What about famous DJs?
Also no.
Okay. So yeah, you take culture, I'll take mysticism, and then we'll both roll life science.
30.
Damn. And that's a culture?
Yes. And you said I could roll twice, right?
Yep. All of these will be with advantage, and then you guys will...
Each
I will allow
roll
you
the-
each roll for life science.
30 culture, 20 mysticism,
Okay.
and life science.
5 life science.
13 life science.
Okay. With your kind of lackluster life science, you're not able to pin down a specific species. But you do know, between the really, really good culture and really, really good mysticism, you do know that within certain cultures and within certain myths, and also just the fact that they exist in real life through the fact that there are like a seemingly endless number of species, there is something known as the siren song, which is a ability that some people are born with that allows them to control people with their voices. It is not species specific. There are species that are favored towards it, but because of your life science check not passing, you're not sure who is inclined towards it. It can also be granted through different rituals as well. What you have learned here is almost definitely Cleo possesses the Siren Song, and that is an innate magical ability that she has personally. That being said, again, with your mysticism, you know that in order for this to work, the person who is being influenced, who's being dominated, needs to be able to hear the person's voice, and the direction needs to be given with intent. So the fact that this is a sentence that has been stitched together without intent, obviously every word was said in a sentence other than what was heard. The fact that it worked both not in face-to-face contact and with intent is shockingly powerful and incredibly
horrifying.
dangerous.
Okay, say your thing. My thing is going to be horrifying.
Well, mine was just like, do you know where it's being beamed from? Can you locate where the signal's coming from?
We have to be very careful from now on.
100%.
Imagine the implications if it gets out that Lionel Sterling adopted, maybe willingly, a child with this power and knew that this child has this power. The implications that if it got out, that even if it's not true, that Lionel Sterling could have used his daughter to implicate business deals would be damning and send ripples through the business scene. It's enough for Lionel Sterling to eradicate us off the planet if he knows we know.
That's true. But if it came out, it would be really good for my family.
Exactly why we would be eradicated.
That's a great... We need to be sure when we talk to Cleo that she doesn't just say, forget about all of this now that things have gotten serious.
Yeah.
Because
she
may be angry, and I don't think it'll be directed at us necessarily, but I think in her anger, maybe we will fall afoul. I don't know if there's anything we can do to prevent this. However, back to you, Ozzy. Do you know where that signal's coming from?
He begins tapping away and he says, yes, I should be able to locate it. Okay, hold on. And he's tapping away, and he pulls up...
I've got a feeling I know where it's coming from.
He pulls up a map and presses a button, and a little ping pops up to the south towards where the forest is.
Oh, not the noise cave.
It's the bat.
The bat is in on this?
The bat is in his radio tower like, hey, it's DJ Bat coming at you from Crime Station Radio.
Wait a second. What if Cleo's the girl?
Cleo could well be the girl. I think it's either Cleo or it's Dax.
Des?
Jesus Christ. Why do I want to put an X in that name?
Because the bat has been hanging out down there.
Well, just because I, out of game, know that she's an adventurer and probably has been out and about. But I don't know this.
Just metagaming.
Vlyn, I don't know this.
I still don't know.
That was an aside, but I did say it in character voice for some reason because I'm just so in it. Okay, Vlyn, Ozzy, you're a lifesaver, and you know what? I have decided I do like you. Well done. Vlyn.
Ozzy, sorry we may have implicated you in a universe-spanning industrial war or espionage, potentially.
If a man with a gun is in your home pointing it at you, call us.
He walks back over to that locker and
prints out armor.
Types in a thing. I guess he puts his helmet back in first, closes it, types in a number, and you hear he opens it and pulls out this really shitty looking. I don't even really know what to like. It's just like a box. Like it's very obviously like a computer of some sort or like a hardware of some sort. And he says, "Gentlemen, do you think a man who has this isn't already implicated into the highest echelons of corporate espionage?"
A shit computer? What the?
Ozzy,
what the hell?
What is it?
Exactly. He turns around, he puts it back in and closes the door, and he presses the button.
What the fuck?
All right.
If you don't mind, I have a serious hangover I need to nurse.
Okay, Ozzy.
Okay, Ozzy, you're the man, by the way. Again, I like you now. Well done. I clap on the shoulder, walk off.
He walks over to a chaise lounge and just climbs in it and curls up into the fetal position. He says, "I trust you can see yourselves out." Hello, Spatium Dane here to do the things. This one's going to be quick. I promise. I know I say it all the time, but we're going to do it quick. We're going to do rapid fire things. First and foremost, we hope you're enjoying this week's episode. Second, we have another limited run one-shot series coming out for a new game called Call to Power. So we are going to continue rolling weekly episodes out until, I think, mid-December, at which point we'll be going back to our regular schedule, unless, we come across a game that we want to play again. We'd also like to say a huge thank you to everyone who supported for us and voted for us in the Canadian Podcast Awards. The voting is over now when this comes out, but we thoroughly appreciate and love you all for voting for us for People's Choice. We don't know when the awards will be announced, but we'll be sure to let you know if you want to tune into the stream that they put on. We would love to see you shouting us out in the chat. That would be pretty cool. If you would like to keep your support going, feel free to hit up our Patreon at patreon.com/noquestcast. The 10-minute rest is a thing that is available to all paid tiers, but even honestly, just joining the free tier, you'll get some stuff as well, but also it helps boost our visibility in the whole Patreon scheme of things. And we would just like to have you as part of the crew. Your support does go a very long way, and once again, we thank you for it. And finally, we would love for you to join our Discord. That would be kick-ass, because we need audience participation and listener participation in Frontiers. All the things that are happening, the audience has a role in, whether it's a faction or whether it's a name or of an NPC or a location or one of your suggestions for the quirks, conflicts, or catastrophes. The number is going up. The event dies are increasing, which means I'm going to need more crazy things to add to my charts. You can join at noquestcast.com, click the Discord link, and you'll be invited in. And that's it. That's all I have to say this week. Thank you very much for listening. We hope you enjoy the rest of the episode, and we will see you next week.
The Who's Down in Who Newville were making their list, but some didn't know Walmart has the best brands for their gifts.
What about toys? Do they have brands kids have been wanting all year?
Yep, Barbie, Tony's, and Lego. Gifts that will make them all cheer.
Do you mean they have all the brands I adore?
They have Nintendo, Nespresso, Apple, and more.
What about...
So the Who answered questions from friends till they were blue. Each one listened and shouted, "From Walmart? Who knew?" Shop gifts from top brands for everyone on your list in the Walmart app.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Vlyn,
Yes.
Forest or Cleo, or both?
Well, what time is it? We also have to do alleyway.
Damn it. So many deals. Okay, alleyway, then we make the decision, Forest or Cleo.
I think alley, Cleo, Forest.
But if we go to the forest, maybe we can just stop this. We can just cut it off. I bet you those 4 men are going to be there.
Probably.
At this forest location. What do we think? Evil radio tower?
Well, it said it's a cave. Why would a radio tower be in a cave?
Do we know it's a cave? We just have a location in a forest.
Yeah, you just
I
know.
thought it was just forest, not a cave.
I think you were thinking noise
about
cave.
the noise cave.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be the noise cave.
Yeah.
What if it's a second, more evil noise cave? A calamity cave?
The Calamity Cave. That's a good name.
Okay, quick. We'll get the details from Jackal, and then we got to move, Vlyn. We're on the hunt. Like a hound. I can't let the scent of this mystery out of my nose.
I know, but if we could get Cleo's such a wild card, but if we could figure out how her ability works, if there's a way to protect ourselves from it.
Yes.
If they just have a library of clips of her voice that they can...
That's fair. Also, maybe she'll help. I don't know. Jackal first.
Or
Let's go.
kill us.
I set off.
Yeah, it's not too far. You're kind of in the western outskirts of the city, where Ozzy is. You come back in, you're kind of in that downtown. Lionel Sterling's mansion is just to the north. You go down into the sort of downtown core. You pass by that church. You see some of the parish are
being
out
weird
and on their knees and just sort of like arms outstretched, staring directly into the sun. And you go down to that alley that you previously established as your meeting spot with Jackal, and you don't see Jackal. However, you do see another copper cutlass awkwardly sort of milling about, holding an origami rose.
Hello?
What was this gentleman's name? He mentioned him.
Yeah, what's his name?
Carlos.
Wait, this is the Carlos, like the one who...
Well, that's who he said he was going to talk to.
Okay, I thought we would get a message being like, be in his alley, not like whatever. A different alley, not holding a rose.
Hey, that's a lovely rose you have there, sir.
Did you make it yourself?
He looks down at it and he says, I think I don't have to fucking carry this thing anymore. And he fucking throws it in the garbage. You also notice that he's got a black eye and like a split lip. And he says, just ask your questions, guys.
Okay, we'll just get to the point. Where are the speakers, Carlos?
He looks and he says, I don't know, man. I gave them to the guy who ordered them.
But they are speakers?
Yeah.
What kind of special speakers?
They were, I mean, yeah, they're like special custom-made speakers. I mean, they're consumer speakers that we had to bring in, and then we had to get modified, and then we had to bring back in. But yeah, they're just speakers.
Well, you modified them how?
They needed to receive 2 like broadband signals at once.
Okay.
Who ordered them?
He looks real uncomfortable.
Vlyn, I guess you have to punch him.
No.
Okay.
Hey. No. You don't need to punch.
I crack my knuckles.
It was a guy named Jay Casey.
Jay Casey, what do they look like? Who are they? What do they look like?
He describes a man that looks exactly like Julian Sterling.
Do you know who Julian Sterling is?
Give me a sense motive.
Is that like fucking 12?
That's a 17.
Flit, when you ask him if he knows who Julian Sterling is, he's like, nah, man, no. And Vlyn, you get the obvious, like he knows that it was Julian Sterling who ordered these, but he used the pseudonym Jay Casey, and that is how he'll refer to him as. But you know that you guys are talking about the same person.
All right. Carlos, does Jay Casey, whoever they may be, ask you to do anything else?
He says, no, man, like our job was just to order the speakers, get them modified, bring them back in.
And where'd they go?
Jay Casey, man, I don't know.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Maybe you were handling shipping.
No.
I don't fucking know. That's why we're asking questions.
Oh, no, the ship, just to be clear, the shipping is here. The final destination was here.
I know, but did you then put them on a truck and drive them into the forest or some shit?
No, I don't know what the hell they did with them.
Perfect. You answered the question. Well done. How many?
He thinks, and he says, I think like 200 and something.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Christ being, of course, our favorite new...
Spaceman.
I mean, again...
That doesn't matter.
Earth does exist. Jesus is a person that exists in this world.
Whoa. Dane confirmed. The Lord God, our Christ, is real.
Yeah.
Okay, Carlos. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, whatever.
You might want to get your arrears in order, because if this goes down the way we think you're going down, you could be implicated in something real big, bud.
Real bad.
He looks around and he just says, yeah, what evidence have you got?
There's photo evidence of you giving these to someone.
I've recorded this entire conversation.
Well, that too. But there's pictures floating around.
No, mine was a lie. But we do have pictures.
You mean the incredibly grainy, shitty footage that only someone who may know me would be able to pick me out? Yeah, I'm not too worried.
When these speakers look a lot like bombs, and that photo starts going around, then they'll be looking for you pretty hard.
Wait, who showed you the footage?
He looks and he just says, no one.
Oh, my fist turns into lightning.
I mean, give a sense motive.
7.
14.
You can assume that all the information he has came from Jackal.
Okay.
And the person that hit him was probably also Jackal.
Okay.
Funny.
I will note that you didn't give Jackal the video. You showed it to him, but he did not have a copy of it.
That's the interesting thing. On top of that, Jackal did say he wasn't going to beat up Carlos because it would look bad and that we would have to do it. So I'm sus.
Make a mental note of that. Make a mental sus note.
Is this something changed, or is Dane forgetting what he said?
Okay,
Carlos, we don't have time for you. Goodbye.
Bye, Carlos.
We're busy.
Also, get that rose out of that dumpster.
Yes.
If you think this is what happened to you just when you needed something, if he finds out what you did to that rose, you better watch out. Do you know how long it takes him to make one of those?
Give me an intimidate check. Let's see if he actually cares about this or if he's just going to leave.
17.
Yeah, you see him like a kid being told to clean up his room. He like kind of like kicks a can and walks over and picks up the rose and just like storms off.
Okay. How do we get a hold of Cleo?
We have her number, Vlyn.
Yes.
Oh,
She did give you her number.
do we send her a text?
I text her, I just say, we need to meet, important happenings. And then I give her this address, I guess, for the alley, because I may as well.
Or should we go back to the brewery?
I feel like it's an important conversation. Last time she drew stairs, and we need to
Do you
be
think
subtle.
Cleo Sterling standing in an alleyway isn't going to bring stairs?
But no one's looking. It's an alley. That's why we chose
She's
it.
Cleo Sterling. People are always looking.
Up to you.
How about like the park? Somewhere outside, but like...
But with no binju spears, perfect.
Okay, so you're the Memorial Gardens is your meeting
we'll
spot?
go Memorial Gardens. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. She responds again. It's just like eye roll emojis is what you get in the text, but she meets you there pretty quickly. She's in like incognito mode, but it's so obviously her. Like she's wearing probably like 400,000 credits worth of clothing. Like it's like she's so well dressed. She's in like this like black like trench coat. She's got this huge black brimmed hat. She's got like sunglasses on. She's got like a black, like almost like funeral veil on. Like it's just so like over the top. Again, like these like 6-inch heels. And she meets you guys and she sits on like sort of like with her back facing your backs on the park bench. And she says, "What?"
So, Cleo, you have the siren song.
That is pretty straight to the fucking point there, Flitwick.
That's how we do.
She says, "Yeah, I guess, if that's what you want to call it."
Okay. You're going to be pissed.
Hey, let me tell you, I already am.
Well, you're going to be like real pissed.
Yeah.
Do you want to handle this, Vlyn, or should I? Because I feel like
got
I just...
this. Yeah. So, the things your brother brought in, not bombs.
Okay, well,
Speakers.
that's good. Great.
Worse, they're speakers.
At the point of these speakers, Vlyn, you just got to spit it out. The point of these speakers is to harness your siren song and make people do whoever the speaker owner wants, such as maybe making Dinestra embezzle money. We have all the evidence, if you'd like.
She thinks for a second. She says, "Interesting." She stands up and she walks around the bench so that she's facing you guys, and she looks at the two of you. Vlyn, do you have a weapon? Like, do you have a?
I have a gun, I think, technically, but I have never used it.
Great. She holds out her hand and says, "Give me your gun. Can you give me a will save, please?"
Yep. So this is a special ability, not magic.
Correct. Yes.
Fuck.
This is a supernatural ability.
That's a natural one.
You
Yeah.
reach into your holster. Yeah.
I barely use this. You can have it. Yeah.
She takes it and says, "Thank you." And then she turns around and starts walking away.
Wait. I like walk in front of her. I'm like, just hold on. Are you going to go shoot your brother right now?
Yeah.
Okay, we can get you better guns for that. But also, wait, please, just can you give us 1 second? Because we want to stop this, obviously, as I'm sure you do. And let's be fair, I also want to shoot him. This is a pretty fucked up thing to do. But I assume, given the fact that there are 200 speakers, there's a bigger problem at hand. And we know where that is, and we're going to go shoot them first. And Julian might be there too, so it could be one bird, two stones. Two birds, one stone? It could be a lot of birds dying by a lot of stones.
Give me a diplomacy check. Let's see if she responds to this.
I think Vlyn is still on the bench, just like swinging his legs. Like,
Yeah, you're just chilling. You're chilling so hard. This is fine.
I'm assuming she can smell me.
She can't smell you, yes.
Give that a little 34, maybe.
Damn.
I rolled a 19.
You see, she plays out what she's about to do in her head, and it's just like, oh, fine, whatever. Old man, get your gun back. And she like holds it out like it's dirty. She's just like one finger through the trigger. Like,
I just walk up happily, take it, put it in my holster. What's
Vlyn,
happening?
Why'd you arm her? Oh, whatever. Would you like to? God. Would you like to come with us on what's probably going to be somewhat of a murder spree or a combat spree?
She shuffles awkwardly and says, "Where?"
In the woods?
The woods.
Ew.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
Well, go kill who you have to kill.
Yeah, we'll go
Do I have
do
to roll
that.
a will save for that?
Vlyn just starts marching off.
She did not use her siren ability on that.
You hired us to figure this out. We're going to figure this out. Can you contain yourself until we are done? We have evidence, and I'm sure you shooting Julian will pale in comparison to what your father will do to him if we have proper evidence of what he's done.
She thinks for a second and she says, "This fucking sucks."
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Like it does.
And you can tell that she's not necessarily talking about the fact that she doesn't get to go shoot her brother. She seems like pretty genuinely upset.
I think it's a pretty messed up thing that he did.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry we had to break the news to you.
She looks down and just says, "All right, well, whatever." And she starts to walk away. Unless you guys have something else you want to say to her.
Yeah, is there any way that we can defend ourselves against your voice at all? If they found a way to program it to do what they want?
She says, "I guess, like, the way it works is it's magic given intent. So you just need to reverse the intent, essentially. Sonic effects help diminish it. And any sort of, like, magical audio can essentially add interference or bolster it if done incorrectly."
Also, have you ever met a giant bat?
You can see her like doing the same thing that you've seen sort of like all the rich people do and Rolodex in their brain of being like
giant beaver, giant boy.
And she says, like, a bat? No, but I've met like bat-like guys.
Okay. So you didn't have a dalliance with a large murderous Batman who was murdering people in town? Not like that kind of.
Your face.
Not that dalliance. I assume he was quite striking.
I don't know any bats, like big bat.
Okay. He's looking for a girl, and I would just be careful.
Not in that way.
Yeah, no. Like,
we hope. We assume. Oh God.
Ew.
Okay. Forest time.
Forest time. Thank you, Cleo.
We're making progress. You hired the right people.
She rolls her eyes and turns around and storms off. Here's a question for you. The forest is a fair ways away. It will not be a quick or relatively easy or even safe journey to walk on foot.
We need to call Lacey and rent a car.
Lacey.
Why are you saying it like that? I already don't like what you're about to. What do you need, Flit?
Oh, it's been so long. How are you, Lacey?
I'm fine. What do you need?
Vlyn wants to say hi. Say hi, Vlyn.
Hi, Lacey.
Perfect.
Is that how I do it? Is that how I do it?
Oh, wait, hold on. Vlyn's saying he wants a motorbike.
Or 2 motorbikes.
No, I'll cling to him.
We need a motorbike.
We need a vehicle.
You hear just a sigh on the other end. She says, "Where are you going?"
Forest.
Into the woods.
Okay, you know I can't let you go alone, so...
I won't be alone. I'm with Vlyn.
No.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I'm not giving you... Look, guys, I like you. I trust you. You're my friends. I am not paying off an Estrella vehicle that you guys destroy because you do something fucking stupid in the woods.
If it gets destroyed, it won't be us. It'll be someone else.
Right. It doesn't matter. If I loan it out, it's under my name and I have to pay for it. There are consequences and they're very expensive, Flitwick.
Loan it out under Lyrock's name. Nobody likes him.
Lyrock's like one of the most popular guys in Estrella. What do you mean?
Not from what I've seen.
You look over and he's like high-fiving like kids in the street. He's like playing ball.
See? He's going for people that don't know him and their brains haven't even developed because he knows they're easy targets. Of course a child will like him.
Sorry guys, if you want Estrella a ride, I'm coming with.
Okay, are you gonna ask questions? We can't really talk about some of the stuff we're working on. Are you cool just to like hang out?
Are you gonna be cool, Lacey?
Are you gonna be cool, Lacey?
Guys, as long as you're not breaking egregious laws, I'm willing to look, avert my eyes to certain things, especially
Lacey.
I know you have the settlement's best interest at heart. So I know that what you're doing isn't malicious.
Genuinely, it's probably going to save the entire place.
Exactly. And for that reason alone, I want to be a part of it. So if you're cool with me coming and you're cool with behaving in the confines of as much of the law as possible, I think I'm being pretty lenient here, boys.
Yeah. Hold on. I mute the call. I don't want Lacey coming.
I know, but I think she has to come.
I don't know why. It's not that I don't trust her. It's just that I don't know.
I just don't want Lionel to know that we've been working with Estrella. It might.
That's kind of it. We have 2 of the Sterlings.
But Lacey is already knows the secret of this whole place being destroyed.
What if we say it's just me hating Jay Casey?
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, yeah, let's play that for as long as we can.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Or wait, can we get a vehicle somewhere else?
No, and she probably knows the woods better than we do. We don't know the woods.
It's just space between trees, Vlyn.
Oh man, it is.
Just go in a direction.
Man, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I unmute the call. I reach over. Yeah, Lacey, okay. Yeah, that works for us.
All right. Meet me at the south gate in like 5 minutes.
Bring a big gun.
She says,
Lacey, did you hear me? A big gun, Lacey.
I'll see you at the south gate in 5 minutes.
I feel grenades too, Lacey.
And you
bring
hear
one for me.
The line click.
No, we should text her and ask her to bring any kind of sonic stuff she might have.
I text her, say, big gun, sonic stuff, grenades.
Yeah, you do not get a response.
We need snacks. We need snacks.
Snacks. Water? ? I'd mess her. Should I bring a picnic blanket?
You get no text back. She has stopped responding to you. Yeah, you get to the south gate. Again, which isn't that far, and you guys sort of arrive at the same time, and she's in a slightly wider cruiser than what you've seen before. You've seen sort of those like enclosed single person. This is a slightly wider, still very sleek in shape. It's got the sort of like white, green, and gray Estrella colors, the big A on the side. And then there's a driver's seat, a passenger seat, and then there's a single seat behind it. So it's like a perfect fit for the three of you, and it touches down, and the sort of bubble sort of opens up, and she looks at the two of you and she says, "Please don't make me regret this. Get in.
Don't make us regret this. Deal? We'll both make the other not regret it."
Yeah. This will be a regret-free ride.
Perfect.
Sounds good. We'll tell you about what's going on as we fly or drive.
Hey, guys, if it will complicate my involvement in this endeavor, maybe it's just me giving you a ride out to the woods.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
That works for me.
Okay. If things get hairy, maybe a little context will be important, but I'm Team Dream Team, so I got your backs.
Perfect. Well, I'm getting in the front with you, Lacey. Don't worry.
Okay, I'll be in the back.
Great. You guys hop in. She sort of talks a little bit to the guards at the front gate, presumably getting like clearance and letting her know where they're going or where you guys are going. And you take off down south towards the woods. You crest over the ridges that sort of surround the settlement. And in the distance, you see these massive redwood type trees that even from a distance you can see just how big they are. It's crazy. It's almost like you're approaching another city, like a city that you're kind of used to, Flit.
Like skyscrapers?
Yeah, like skyscraper type buildings. As you get closer, you see that there are these like giant acorn-like nuts all over the ground. They're about the size of, they're slightly smaller than the car. They're about like half the size of the car. Like maybe...
Damn, those are big nuts.
Yeah, like maybe like 6 feet long and maybe like 4 feet wide.
Giant nuts.
And the closer you get towards the forest, the more there are scattered on the ground. And Lacey sort of like takes a higher elevation.
See, Ryan, we could have done nice things. We could have made cool things like big nuts. And you had to make the worst things imaginable. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, next time we do world building, I'll just drink tea. I won't have a couple beers and...
let your nightmare thoughts...
Yeah, I have to get a massage first, maybe meditate.
As you get closer, she says, all right, if you want, you can, if you've got the coordinates, you can plug them in and we'll go in, unless you guys just want to cruise the forest.
We've got locations. Come on, we're professionals, Lacey. I type it in.
Yeah, we're the best detectives detecting.
It's true.
Great. You plug in the coordinates that Ozzy gave you. She takes it a little slower in the forest, obviously, because there is trees everywhere. And can you give me perception checks, please?
13.
Also 13. Neither good.
A brief second as you guys are sort of like taking in the sights of this forest. Despite these trees being huge, the covering is pretty sparse in terms of like there's still quite a bit of natural light because the tree or the leaf coverage is mostly at the top, but there are these like sprawling, entangling branches that reach from tree to tree, almost like the trees are like reaching out to one another. They've grown so long and out horizontally that the branches have begun like wrapping around each other, creating almost like networks and bridges between trees. And for a brief second, you think you see a sort of like group of feathered creatures, but they disappear too quickly to sort of like get a good glimpse at.
Did you see that, Vlyn? Big birds?
Just
maybe?
a bird. Probably just a bird.
They were big.
As Lacey's flying, she says, not birds, actually closer to monkeys.
Oh, feathered monkeys.
Saw feathers, Lacey. That seems bird to me.
Sure, but I'm telling you that they are closer, more akin to a monkey or primate.
Okay, so we've encountered them before. Are they on the list?
What list?
The evil, nefarious
You know
list
the
of secrets.
list.
You know the list.
No,
Come
they're
on,
just
Lacey, you know
animals.
about the
What
list.
are you talking about?
So there is a list, they're just not on it. Confirmed.
We got you.
You got me, boys. You got me.
Detectives.
Lacey, while we're just driving, did you ever get updates about those 4 guys who were attacked by the bat? Are they okay?
Well, one's dead, Vlyn.
Well, the 3.
Yeah, one of them obviously didn't make it. The other 3, despite knocked up, one had signs of a concussion, but
They were knocked up. This mystery has gotten a lot worse.
Yeah, that bat goo was very potent.
Oh no.
No, she says one, it seems, I believe the one that was thrown at you had a pretty severe concussion, but
The one I saved, I guess, is the better way to put it.
guys, you saved all 3 of them.
Well, yes.
Yeah, they got medical clearance to be released late last night.
Oh, well, that's good. God, they've been in this whole time. This has only been like... Time moves.
It's only been like 2 days.
I think it's only been a
Time-
day since the attack.
Time moves slowly and quickly into our sancta. We've done so many things.
We've done a lot of things.
And
That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. You don't want people who live here being scared and injured by the planet. So I'm glad they're doing okay.
yes, we should visit them and see if they were doing nefarious things on that street that night.
I don't know. Maybe they were just walking by. We're not sure.
Huddled like conspirators in the dark.
She presses a button in the console and a little like tablet slides out and she pulls it up and she taps a button and like she like holds her fingerprint on to turn it on. You hear like a bling and the A shows up and it opens up and she says, just put in the date and pull up the case file. You'll see everything that's in there if you'd like.
Yeah, thank you. I'm in the back, so I guess I'll scroll through.
Yeah,
You're
I
on
pass.
lookout. So I put the date in, open the file, and I just start going through it to see what they have.
Yeah, so there was 4 people obviously like found. One was pronounced dead at the scene. There's like a link to a coroner report. The other 3, their medical records show like one guy had a concussion. The other guy had like bruised ribs. The other one got away like pretty easy, like some bruises, some cuts, but that's kind of it. No broken bones, no real serious injuries. And then there's like a list of sort of like personal effects found at the scene. There was 2 duffel bags that were empty.
Sus.
And a like gold chain that was found, some shoes that you saw sort of like strewn about from like when they got hit. Like you could tell they got hit so hard that like some of their shoes fell off or like they got knocked out of their shoes.
Happens.
And then a pair of glasses.
Cool. Does it say what these guys did for a living? Like, were they foresters? Like, could they have ran into the bat in the woods?
They're here on a tourist visa or like a visitor visa.
Are those weird for Durasancta? Do we know?
No, I mean, they're not visas in the sense that like we know them, as in like you don't have like settlement permissions. So you can't like, if you're there, you can't like stay and like get a house or build a house or, you know, live out in the woods and like go and you could do it technically, but it would be very illegal and people would be caught and like sent off planet. You do, in order to settle, they're like being very cautious about the population and who's being brought in. You know that like you guys had to apply and get approved. These guys are there as visitors and weren't, you know, doing much in terms of like work.
How would the bat know them if they're visiting?
I don't know. Is the name of the dead guy there? I think Vlyn would like to pay his respects if you can find him afterwards.
Yeah, you open up the coroner report and you notice a sort of like sealed comment at the bottom. His name is Paul.
Wait a second.
What are the other names, Dane?
The other names on the list are Drago, Strega, and Bosch.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Flit turns around and he's just like, I told you, Vlyn. I told you they were assholes. I told you they were criminals. I told you they deserved it.
The bat is exonerated. Bad guy. Maybe the bat isn't exonerated.
Now you don't need to feel bad for the brutal disemboweling. I told you. I'm so smart.
So like on Paul's sort of like autopsy, like coroner report, it's, you know, it lists sort of like the grievous wounds, like his heart was mushed, his lungs were mushed.
Was mushed?
It's obviously said in medical terms.
No, heart mush.
It just says mushed, colon, the doctor's heart, lungs.
I'm sorry, nurse. His heart's been mushed.
It talks about sort of like the method in which Paul was brutally killed. And then at the bottom, there seems to be a note that is sealed behind like a clearance level.
Lacey, can you get into this clearance level? Lacey.
Oh, God, what the hell do you guys want? Also, what are you talking about? These guys are assholes. What do you mean?
It's a long story. But don't worry, we don't need to feel bad about them dying.
She looks up at the rearview mirror to you, Vlyn, and is just like glaring at you.
Lacey, look, I'm going to lay it on you straight. We're probably about to shoot the remaining 3 of them now. Funny how life works.
She slows the car down.
Now we're going to shoot them, Lacey. Look, I don't like it any more than you do. I do, in fact. They deserve it. But look, life's funny that way. You know? Okay. Sometimes you save a man. Sometimes the next day you got to shoot them in the forest.
Remember when I said that I'm going to need some context?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit of context.
Well, okay, let's play it quick and easy. Whitwick.
That's me.
Hates Jay Casey.
I do.
Right, because he stole your name, I think, right? Is what you told me?
We were looking in the Jay Casey, and that got us into some speakers that he got for the noise cave.
Okay.
So we were following that into a shipment on the docks, which got us a list of names, because it all seemed a bit shady. Cutlasses, blah, blah, blah. There might be some mind control in here, but that's not as important.
Yeah, you brought the audio we told you, right? Alongside the big guns and the grenades.
Yeah, you have sonic stuff. Anyway, we're going to the location of a place where Jay Casey might be using sound through the speakers for the noise cave to control people, including Dinestra, who did do the crime, but is innocent of the crime because we have evidence that she was tampered with.
It's too much context, I believe.
She holds up her hand as you guys are going. She just says, Dinestra's innocent?
Yeah, we have evidence.
And you think these guys are the ones who framed her?
Yes, 100%.
And they also have 200 of these speakers that they probably scattered to innocent people across the city that they can now control using some mind effect magic to control the whole city at any point they want.
Hence me saying we're going to save the whole place once more.
Yeah, we're saving the whole place.
Once more.
Well, I'm glad I brought a big gun. And she presses the gas and keeps going. And you arrive at your destination. And give me a perception check. Because as you arrive to a small clearing, you don't really see anything. There's certainly not a tower or anything.
I got a 26.
Cool. Vlyn, the 3 of you hop out of your cruiser and begin sort of looking around. Lacey presses a compartment on the side and sort of a rack slides down. She grabs a second pistol, puts it on her hip, and then grabs this big, it looks like the assault rifle from Halo. Like a big flat white and black rifle, and then she presses the button and the compartment goes back up. And she says, okay, what are we looking for? And as you scan the clearing, Vlyn, you see against one of the trees, there's a small sort of rock formation that has been almost overtaken entirely with roots. But between some of the roots, you notice that there is an opening and there is strands of vines and roots that have been purposely dangled in front to conceal it.
Well, Lacey, I think we're about to enter the Calamity Cave.
Why'd you say it like that? What does that mean?
It's a joke from earlier.
It's a bit that we did earlier. It was.
Why would I get that?
You should have been there. It would have been.
It landed really well, I think. Yeah.
I loved it, Vlyn.
Thank you. I'm trying to be a little bit more dramatic.
No, that was great. No notes.
Thank you.
You hear the sound of an engine beginning. And just over this rock formation, you see a small single-seat vehicle take off. And from within the cave, you hear sort of the echoing of voices.
I guess better chase that?
Or we just go in and I think we just have to deal with the signal, and whoever that was, we have to deal with afterwards.
Lacey, chase them and we go in.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
She tosses you her big rifle, Flit. Actually, no, she tosses it to Vlyn. She gives it to Vlyn.
He can't use a gun.
It's scary to hold.
She hops in the cruiser and she says, okay, if you guys are sure you can do this on your own.
We're not, but we need to figure out who that was. So you don't need to engage, but just figure out who it was and then circle back.
Yes.
You got it. And she presses the button, the dome closes, she lifts off and goes after. The Astrea vehicle is considerably quieter, so it goes off after the single-seater, which you can already, it's already hard to see where they went. They were going fucking fast. From within the cave, you hear, again, these voices, and you hear someone go, "Be careful with that. They're valuable."
It's Drago for sure.
That's Drago for sure. It's okay, Flit. Let's sneak in, and we'll show them that we're the Calamity in the Calamity Cave.
Let's do it, my boy. Fist bump him.
Okay, you guys are stealthing in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, give me 2 stealth checks, please.
I'm going to lead the way. Oh my god. My dice likes the number 18 today. How's a 31?
That's pretty good.
I am the wind.
How's a 17 and a faded number?
Ooh. Well, let's do the faded number before we resolve the stealth checks. You're going to have to roll me a D8.
I really hope you don't roll the one that makes all the big trees come alive, because that would be devastating for us right now.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, great. Roll me a D20, please.
A 12.
Okay.
Oh, God.
The trees are coming alive. Okay, cool.
You hear the rumbling of the roots underneath you. No. One day, you're going to get a faded number that's going to fuck you guys so hard immediately. So far, it's a lot of like the, long-term sort of like behind-the-scenes stuff. Something in the universe happens, and you sneak into the cave. It immediately feels like damp, but you could hear the humming and buzzing of electronics. It's not a very like deep cave. It seems to just be sort of like probably some sort of like animal den at some point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Flit, are you in the front or the back?
Front, because I am more stealthy. So
yes, you manage to creep in and scoot in behind a large stack of crates. It looks like one of the crates that was housing those speakers, and it's right beside sort of this cave opening into a room that's about maybe like 30 by 30, round domed ceiling, and there are work lights set up on the perimeter. Inside you see 2 dudes sort of stacking crates, moving things around, and Vlyn, as you are entering in to try to take position behind Flit, does that's a 22 KAC, and you will be flat-footed to this attack.
Yeah, that hits.
As you take a step in, you get cold-cocked by this huge fist with brass knuckles just dead across your chin, and your eyes sort of like sparkle for a second. You see stars from this sucker punch, and standing above you is a man who has his chest completely stomped in. It is open and exposed, and he looks down and says, "Oh, well, hello. We meet again."
Hey, Kirsty, come over here.
What is it?
This person likes podcasts.
Ooh, maybe they'd like our podcast.
If you like podcasts, why not give Kirsty and Bryony's Comfort Zone a listen?
We do highly professional interpretations of each other's dreams and sometimes have fun guests on too.
Every Saturday, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Disclaimer. Dream interpretation may not be professional at all. In fact, we have absolutely no idea what we're talking about. May contain mentions of bodily functions, secretions, and nudity.